Hey everyone. So in this demonstration, I will show you like how you can actually manage your OpenClaw agent resources. And I'll also show you how I built an autonomous AI agent, which is assisted using data analysis using Python and OpenClaw. So after this, the goal of the project is automatically to generate the sales data using OpenClaw and Python and to also produce a structured report. So for this, let me open my partial here. Okay. So now I will open my partial and as usual, you have to run your gateway at the start. This is your gateway. So whenever you run your gateway, you can see all your server details will appear here. After you run your gateway, you have to basically use OpenClaw agents to execute the task. And you have to use Python script to perform data analysis and generate reports. So now what I'm going to do is I'm basically doing an environment setup here. So after you do an environment setup, so whenever you do an environment setup, you will see your files listed. Okay. And after this, what you have to do, you have to basically run some of the commands. Okay. I'll basically show you which commands they are. So these are the commands you have to run. Okay. You have to first run or create a plan for analyzing sales data, and it has created a plan. Then you have to install. What does it mean? Like you have to install the uh, you have to install sudo hopt sudo htop. Okay, what does this htop means? Basically htop is nothing but whenever you want to view your resources. Okay, basically htop is an interactive process viewer and system monitor in Linux. So it helps us to see the CPU usage, memory usage, running process, and system load in real time. Fine. So whenever you run this htop, you can view all your system usage and all. So now basically I will run this htop and see I'm getting my memory usage. So for example, if I want to analyze this, okay, let me tell you very carefully. This might seem confusing, but I'll explain you what is actually happening here. Okay. So basically, this is a HTOP monitor system running inside Linux. So this displays the real-time CPU, memory, and process activity of our system when OpenClaw environment is running. So at the top, you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3 till 15. This means it represents CPU core in your system. This is 0, then 0.71, like that, which means the system has around 16 logical CPU cores. So every bar shows how much CPU that core is using here. So 8 is using around 0, 9 is using zero point 0.7. Like this, whenever this is good, because running automation pipelines for OpenCloud, this is usable. Now, if you want to see the CPU bars, we can see like 1.04 out of 7.4 GB. What it means that 1.04 GB is used out of this. And swap is nothing but your disk memory used when RAM fills. So we can also see task is 39, which means total running processes are 39. 90 threads, and then load average is 0.013, 0.06. Now it has changed. So it dynamically updates. Okay. So last every 1 sec, every 2 to 3 seconds, it updates here. So uptime also increases like this. So whenever you see a process list in the main table, you can see these things, and basically you can see whatever are your processes running. You can see, but there are some important processes visible. Okay, you can see like I'll show you for example. Let's scroll up. You can see jour- journal d, then udevt, resolved, time sync d. Okay, so these are some of the processes which are core Linux services. Okay, journal d, udevd, resolved, time sync, which means whenever you want to actually see your running, sleeping, waiting, and zombie processes, most of your processes show sleeping. Okay, most of my processes are showing sleeping, which means that it's a normal behavior, right? So these are some of the interactive commands which we can run here. Now this is one part. So basically OpenClaw gateway is showing our system processes as 482 MB. This means it's using a bit less memory, and it's a good thing. It's not using any heavy computation CPU resources. Now you can exit it using F10. This is the first one. Now the second one is you have to basically use glance command. Okay. What is glance command here? Basically, I can tell you that glance command is used for viewing your overall, yeah, It's used for viewing overall advanced system monitoring. So basically, glance command is advanced system monitoring dashboard, which shows your CPU, memory, disk, network, and running processes all in one screen. Okay. So at the very top, I can see that my desktop is this, and it tells my host machine is desktop, operating system Ubuntu, kernel Linux. Okay, and then it's running through WSL2 terminal, which means our Linux system has been running for around 58 minutes. Now it is 59 minutes. Previously, it was 58 minutes, as we saw in the htop command. Now, if you want to see the CPU usage section, so CPU is basically zero point 0.2 here, right? If you come at the top, it's zero point 0.5 right now, sorry. So this means idle percentage is almost 99.5. User is zero point 0.1, right? See, memory of user is zero point 0.1. System is zero point 0.1, okay? So what this basically means is that this idle percentage and all is changing, right? So which means CPU usage is extremely low, okay, and it's 99.8% idle, which means my automation tasks are very lightweight. See how much lightweight they are. It's not using much resources, right? And also context switching and interrupts is also happening here, right? You can see context switching as 180, like how much, 195, and inter is 122. Inter means hardware interrupts. Okay, then come to memory usage. So memory usage is like 16.4%. So 7.4 GB total RAM, 1.22 GB currently using, and 6.18 is free, which means our system is using very little RAM. Now, if you come to swap memory, it's 0 and total is 2 GB and use this 0, which means system has very plenty of RAM available. So when you see the load average, this means how busy CPU is, right? So basically load average is like below 16 means healthy. So my load is 0.03, which means almost it's idle. Okay, CPU is almost idle. And then when we come to network section, so basically ETH0, this means main network adapter. Tailscale 0 means secure VPN interface from Tailscale, which means it's using 0 bytes per second for receiving and transmitting. Okay, this is the receiver end, this is the transmitter end. Similarly, you can see for important processes visible, which are like I can show you here. Python 3 user bin this thing. Okay, this means the monitoring tool. Then to OpenClaw gateway, as we can see. Okay, and then you can see Olama serve as well here. So these are some of the processes running parallelly here. And then as usual, you have to see system D journey resolved, time synced, login D. These are all Linux background services. Okay. So overall, the file system is using 12.2 GB out of 1007 GB. This shows the disk is using 12.2 GB of 1 terabyte. So disk space is almost free, mostly free. Battery is 50%, it's 48%, which means battery level of my laptop is 48%. I'll check here. Yeah, it's sure, correct. It's 48% here, right? So the time, current time, and what is the time zone? It's showing here. So now accordingly you can test it. Okay, this is something which CPU resources are using. Now I can basically test my agent. Okay, so for running a task, you can give a command of specific command to run the script and it will analyze the sales data. Okay, and then when you analyze the sales data, it will give you a contents. See what contents have generated. Then you have to load the sales data here accordingly. Okay, and then when you load the sales data, you can see how your sales data is performing in one platform compared to other platform. Okay, and then you can basically see like uh, you can basically obtain your agent reading the report at the top. Okay, this is my report and your report.md file. This one is basically this thing. Okay, so you can add many commands. Okay, you can have a look. This is my sales report. Okay, actually, this is my sales report and this is my analyze sales file. I'll open this and show you. This is my sales file. Okay, you can have a look. So basically, date, month, product revenue, average, and all it's being generated here. After you generate a report, you can accordingly save it here as well. So after you save this, you can run a modification command. So I am running this command, modify the sales data to generate charts. Now it has given me the content. Okay. So this has given me the content. Okay. So it shows my report of what revenue by product, revenue by region, top sale is containing. Now you can load your sales data, calculate monthly revenue, and update the report with insights. Okay. Then basically you can see your workspace and you can view your report file here. Fine. You can ask it to execute this. Basically you can just if you have your visualization data here, you can basically copy this and you can execute it. Okay, it has given you the instructions as well. Save the code in the file name this, then execute it using the command. This will load the sales data, bar chart and all. But for that you need to install libraries like matplotlib and cbol to analyze this. Okay, but currently I'm not doing, but you can analyze this using this command. So in this way, you can also generate your insights. Okay. Now you can see your product performance insights. So top product is a laptop, lowest performing is tablet, and then your regional performance with highest revenue is in north, lowest revenue is in east. So in like this, you can demonstrate your workflow how these AI agents can automate data analysis pipelines by executing the scripts, generating reports, and then extracting the insights. So, in summary, I can say this project demonstrates your AI driven task automation using OpenClaw, then data analysis with Python and Pandas, automated reporting and insights generation, and then you can also add extensible visualization capabilities. If needed, you can also make a stronger thing. Okay, I can also run this command OpenClaw agent agent main. Then I'll give a message run analysis. Okay, it's just an example, but you can see. Let's wait for its response. So this is a simple command I have run. So you can also end it with this command and you can view a report being generated. Let's see the gateway. Let's wait for some time. So see, actually, whenever you want to view your CPU usage, memory usage, anytime you have to actually look at your key components of HTOP. Okay, this is your HTOP. Okay, so whenever you look your key components, you can observe how much is your memory usage and all. That's why whenever you want to run HTOP, it is always used for verifying OpenClaw automation system runs efficiently. So that helps you to confirm Python analysis is running, CPU is stable, memory usage is low, and there is no system overload as well. Okay, so you can do this as number of times as you want. So let's see your response. So it has executed it, and basically it's asking that the analysis has been completed, and it's been generated here. So I'll just open this right now. So see, it has given me the response. So see, this is the sales analysis, revenue by region, top sale and all. So this is basically your overall review of whatever is your processes has been happening. And this way you can analyze your sales data, including your system execution resources and all. So basically, I can give you a summary like it's a interactive Linux system monitor that allows us to observe CPU usage, memory consumption, running process in real time. So in this way, you can verify that OpenClaw agent and Python analysis scripts were running efficiently without overloading the system. So overall, in this way, you can make your CPU usage monitoring and all the system resources, how they are being used effectively here, just by using these three commands, htop, glance, and then running your main agent as usual, and then your gateway. So your main commands are this, htop, again I repeat, htop, glance, and this. You're running your main agent, and you can accordingly modify it using pandas, Python, matplotlib, and Python libraries. In this way, you can easily generate your sales data without making much consumption of your resources. So that's all from my side. Thank you.